All right, hello and welcome everybody to today's third day and Group A of versus C match day of the PUBG Nordic League Season 7. We have prepared, obviously, the groups or teams of Group A and C, which will now face off for the first time, at least when it comes to Season 7. Let's hop over and see which teams those are. As you can see, first, we have All Against Us, then He Goes Amigos, Kitchen, Leusin Rentain, Next Gen Boomers, Perpetual Failure, Primal, Retired and Expired, Skara Sommerland, Soranam, Tilt Factory, Triema, Unwanted, Vulcan, Washed, and last but not least, the Young Dane. And so far, it looks pretty promising for a few of those teams, because they already had some good game days in front of them. Let's see what the overall leaderboard has in store for us. So we're missing a few things there, but I'm going to update that. Second there. Oops, that was wrong. Yep. Put that here. There we go. At least partially it works. As you can see, those are all of the teams who have played already. No Slack already should be qualified. As far as I know, 16 teams will advance from the normal league days, but we have 6 days, and that means enough game days for all of the teams. Nonetheless, this is the current standing after we are done with the first 2 of those days. So that means Group A and C still have only 6 matches, in while Group B already has played all 12 matches. Or has played 12 matches of the 24. As you can see, No Slack in the lead with 156 points. Then we have the Hype Beast with 113. First Traps with 80. 66 for Triema. 63 for Washed. 62 for Late to Party. 58 for NWP. Unwanted with 55, 49 for Dragon's Kiss, 49 as well for Primal, Egos Amigos with 41 as well as Kitchen, 40 for the Boastgusters, 6 feet for Fully Tattered with 37. Then we have 35 for the Young Danes, 31 for Perpetual Failure, 30 for Storanam, 24 for Leusin Rantain, 22 for Skara Sommerland, 21 for Vulcan, 16 for All Against Us, 14 for Retired and Expired, 13 for the Next Gen Boomers, and 9 for Tilt Factory. That means the team currently on last place will be playing. Same goes for the team on rank number 4. Will Triema be able to beat No Slack in regards to the most points, or will they come short of second or even first rank? We'll see. But first, we'll hop over to match number 1 of the day. Even though it still says match number 6 of day 2, I'm gonna fix that shortly. But before that, we're gonna catch our plane of the day and see who will drop where. And hopefully, I will not mangle up those team names, because I might forget some icons, but we'll see. Before that, though, we're gonna fix this. This is match number 1, and obviously, we're on day number 3. And as you can see, first teams to drop out are, yeah, look, I already forgot. We'll see. This is Leusin Rentain. The other one should be... I forgot. But we'll fix that. Obviously, I have my observer files. The Young Danes over here. Soranam over there. All Against Us. Then we have Tilt Factory there. That's Skara Summerland. That's Perpetual Failure. Over here in Los Leones, we have a hot drop between Egos Amigos and that should be Unwanted. The other team was the Next Gen Boomers, which we saw at the start, about there in purple. This is Kitchen. Then over here we have Triema. Primal. Retired and expired. That's washed. And then last but not least, we have the team of Vulcan. So let's see. Oops, I didn't want to go to Perpetual Failure. Rather, I wanted to go to Tommy Bob and Unwanted. Gotta correct myself. First shots here by Bellini Monkey. Let's see if he's able to get a knock in against Life Full of Sorrow, but it's not looking like it. So, we're gonna hop back to our maybe fight in Los Leones, where we have Unwanted facing off against Higo's Amigos. Head up a bit so I can see it better. So, at least when I see the observer files, I'm able to think about which is which. Or at least it. While searching for the icon. Nonetheless, the teams have to get some points in if they want to continue and want a better placement in the leaderboard. No slack so far with 156 points. 90 points in front of the best team in this lobby, which is Triema. And that's a lot of points they have. So let's see if any team will be able to break that. Or if No Slack just will stay in front for those days. High Piece was 113 on second. That should be beatable if Triema has another good day. Same goes for Washed though. With 63, they are only 3 points behind them. And that should maybe get them the upper hand after a fight. Depending who fights who first. Soda already over here. Good position in the circle on the edge. Best position though by Squeaky, who's right in the middle. Playing over here for Kitchen. And then over here for Triema with I don't know. Because I don't know what his nick means. But I guess IDK means I don't know. Ah, saw Squeaky there. Might have seen him as well. Trying to get away. First text coming in. And Squeaky get the first knock off the match in. Trying to get away though. So at least he can heal. Good thing for him is that I don't know is the only one of his team who made his way up here. The other ones? Well, 2 are still in Picado. 1 is over here. But Marv is already going for the rotation. Says, alright, I'm going to get you back, buddy. Get you back. Or not. I'm not quite sure. Looks like not. Like maybe he's trying to pick up Mommy. Well, Soda finally got the... well, finally is the wrong word. Soda got the first kill over here. Wait. The heck is Soda? Over here! There's a fight over here. Young Danes versus Storanam. Can see them already pushing Soda with a knock against Yellow. We can see that VSS Android version 2 is holding the angle, gets a knock against Alexander. Oh, the heck did... oh. Another one against Vladen. Kata still dropping. Now, it's a 1 against 2. They're going for the rest on Yellow. Hill and Soda are going on the rest. Vlad and Alex. Back against Soda. Oh, and it's Kata who goes down. Hello, well played. Gets the knock flush against Soda. Took out most of his teammates. Nice spray, gets another one. Has to heal, and that nade finishes him off. The Young Danes eliminated quite early. Unfortunately, though, they are so far on rank 15 with 35 points. And Perpetual Failure is eliminated as well quite fast. After Unwanted has found them. Beaky now eliminated by Simon. Emma pushing forwards. Out here against Kitchen. Reaper spotted. Shots coming in from behind. Still over here. So Unwanted was Perpetual Failure was happening over here. As you can see, at least 3 of the bodies are still visible. There should be the one of Perpetual Failure. So, unfortunately for them, they crashed into the rotation. At least, that's what I'm thinking. See more shots coming out. All the way up here. Emma says, alright, let's play the position Higos Amigos currently has. I'll go in for the modal. Here's S False Maiden Baba. That's coming in from behind by Unwanted. What else can we see? Oh, over here. This might get interesting. Because Brault is quite close to Tilt Factory over here. But I doubt that he's going for the push. A bit too far away. Well, we can see a recall. Or who that was. Good. Yeah. That's Triema going for the recall. As we can see, all the teams made it to the circle. No one's out. And the north is completely free. I'm not quite sure why that is. But we only have washed in the north, and that might pay off for them. Aside from that, some more shots by Tao Lao from Unwanted in the direction of Higos Amigos. The dragon up on the roof. I'm not quite sure that is correct. Not quite sure Dragon is playing for Higos Amigos. There's something wrong with the observer files. Checking while I find that out. Oh. Yeah. Indeed, they are playing for... He's playing for Higos Amigos. So, my fault for not knowing better. Well, we can see some shots from the next gen boomers in the direction of all against us. Circle shifts in favor of Triema Simon. Shifting away from Lois and Rentain. Soranam, the all against us players. Skara Sommerland. And last but not least, obviously, the next gen boomers. Oh. Avia, Greg, and eBay. Med and Barber. Might be Marnie TV. Or is that Thump? I'm not quite sure. We'll see. Shots in direction of the rotation of Tilt Factory. And they lost the tire. Nice shots by Gregan. Looking like Tilt Factory might make it though. Oh no, Furosuti. Have to watch out. losing the back left tire. He only can go down for now. Trying to drive backwards to the Italian. They lose Valeos. Just drove into a Fijo. Therefore, a kill for retard and expired. With some long shots there. The direction of Higos Amigos, I guess. Taken. Yeah, that's Higos Amigos he's shooting at. You can see shots from Triema in the direction of Squeaky. And over here, we might see a breach. Allow shot out of the car. They're pushing forwards. There are crooks. Nice nade against Francois. And that second one gets a knock done. Robin running over Era. I'm not quite sure how they did that. And now it's Tommy Bob against the rest of the world. Ray goes out. Nice knock. Gets a second one. All eats. Nice knock against Zora Crooks. On left. 2 HP for him, and it's breathed and fails. Unwanted eliminated. On rank 14. Craig UT gets the kill in for retired and expired. And it looks like they are not expired yet. Because he most likely will be able to get all 3 of his teammates back on their feet. Well played. Because Amiga's still over there. Circle shifted in their favor. Kitchen. Placing Rentain. Soranam washed. The next gen boomers all against us. And Skara Sommerland still have to move. And over here, this might be a fight. The next few seconds, because we can see some shots in the direction of Pretty Boy Floyd. With Eiffel trying to get the drive-by and is not able to, but might have some issues, because we can see to his right the rotation of the rest of the next gen boomers. Lucky for them, they heard about those shots and decided to drive a bit more to the right, and therefore not as close to Beal Typhoon as he might have wanted it. Both teams still will be able to make it to the circle, most likely. Even though the next team is already waiting in form of Skara Sommerland. OG gets knocked. Otis gets some shots in. Unfortunately, though, next gen boomers are still alive. Pretty Boy Floyd. Not sure where to go. Hold on for a bit. Might have been able to go for the kill there. Because he's a bit slower than his teammates. Shots coming out from all against us. Floyd in trouble. Has almost no gas left in his tank. 30 HP remain. Unload Patrick with some more shots. And he might go down on the blue. He's not able to bandage. Nope. Flies out of the car just as I was going to spack him. Not quite sure why he didn't heal. Didn't try to heal. That most likely will be his end. We can see Skara Sommerland moving forwards. Same goes for all against us. They do have a good position. They might get the kill against Bullet though. Driving to the top of the hill where Skara Sommerland already was located. I follow Sora now with the kill against Squeaky. That means Washed has found Kitchen. He's moving forwards. OG We get the off angle, gets the spray in against Broken, and gets a knock. Another one by Fotis. Fotis with nade in hand. That might be a good one. It's a bit too long, but it explodes quite well. And now it's BFI full against the rest of Skara Sommerland. 1 against 3. That's coming in from behind by Greg and Egos Amigos trying their best. BFI is not quite sure where to go. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. And therefore his end is near. Skara Sommerland eliminates all against us. Circle shifted away again to the north this time. That means good position for Primal, Rema, and Vulcan. Also, a new circle is held by Retired and Expired. We can see Kitchen and Washed fighting over the entry into the circle. And the next gen Boomer, they found Young Hehe from Vulcan. Most likely will get that kill confirmed. Because no one is close to him. And he at least brought them a car. That's nice as well. Still staying behind that one. That most likely will be his impending doom. Because, wow, he's nice. He even crawled to them. Oh, behind Vulcan, we can see the rotation from Kitchen and Washed. And Lifeful of Sorrow gets eliminated. A bit of revenge for Kitchen after losing Squeaky against him. That gets the kill again. Lifeful of Sorrow. Nipa knocked. That knock goes to Berlin Monkey, who's already also able to get the kill in. Nathan Hand might prove to be good against Not Brain User. Oh, and that's perfect! Just bouncing off that rock, and now it's just a peasy. Last but not least, the only remaining member of Kitchen. Question is, will he be able to stay alive? Berlin Monkey finally with that flush against Not Brain User. You can see Vulcan is not going for that push. Kartoffel already over here. Trying to get Nigger's position. Over here we have the next gen Boomers advancing. Dornam is eliminated. Kills going on the count for Triema. Marvin Simon, the two players responsible for that. Portman and Goodfellow, they made it to the circle. Barely, though. Just barely on the edge. Craft Cutie has to move forward. Shouldn't there be a car over here? There's a car over there. 2 cars over there. So I'm not quite sure why he's trying to run. Bro, what are you doing with your nade? That was an underhand one. Oh, that was a good one. That not so much. Trying to get behind Skara Sommerland. While Full Tilt has called a BRDM. And well, they're just chilling there. Just having a little party here in the BRDM. Over it gets to knock against Craig QT. Now they're coming out. Going for the push against Skara Sommerland, saying, alright, let's surprise those guys. Unfortunately, it didn't work in their favor. Majestic got knocked. Fotis pushing forwards. Going for the flush there. Botman knocked by Kartoffel. Oh, nice backs again. Sommerland, Fotis and Vides now with the knock against Crux as well. This is not looking good for Retired and Expired in this fight. You can see Patrick is eliminated. Nate coming in. 2 more nades. Good thing for Skara Sommerland. They can move forwards. That's not where I want to go. Robin, the last man standing for Retired and Expired, has Fotis and Vides just in front of him. The next gen Boomers have been eliminated. And for us to be Frosty and Narmas driving circles around Skara Sommerland. Now hunting Fodes, who's just barely able to dodge that. Going for the car, says, alright. You can try to kill me, you will not succeed. Hamas dropping out. Gets a knock. Now Fodes. Gets some shots in. Not able to get the knock though. Now Robin coming in from the side. Gets a kill against Fodes. And that's kill number 6 for retired and expired. And it seems our fan favorite Robin here in chat. Kartoffel still quite a bit away. Side deep. The last man standing for Lucian Rentain. Well, the PZ is going for a little run. I'm not quite sure if he will survive this. Gets a few tacks in. Most likely will die to the play zone. He had no heal left except for 2 boosters. And that's it. GG well played. The PZ eliminated by the blue. Side deep still not sure what to do. Just decides to waste a bit of gas. At least he enabled the music. Well, over here, there's still an unlooted airdrop with an MG3. That could even kill a BRDM. One of those things. Amigos, amigos. In trouble. They're going for the rest of Dragon. Good for them. That Primal is not going for that push. We can see some shots in the direction of Robin. Did enable his folded shield over here. Die deep and Kartoffel. Trying to drive into each other. Die deep just ignoring those shots. I'm not quite sure how much his tank is. His BRDM is able to hold. To be honest, if I would have been him, I would have just stayed there and, well, stay calm. Oh. Unfortunately, that will not be helpful. That emergency cover flare. Primal versus Higos Amigos versus Stardeep versus Robin. Oh, and obviously I completely forgot Tilt Factory. Then obviously we have Kova left for the washed machines and a Vulcan with 3 players. So 15 players alive for 7 teams. Only full team being Primal. Higos Amigos moving in the direction of Tilt Factory. Greg's just saying, man, scratch that. There's a BRDM in front of us. We might die. But if I saw correctly, there was a Panzer in hands of Smedebarbe. And therefore, unfortunately, Frosty and Armas are eliminated. And that BRDM should still be good. So Higos Amigos might just have gotten BRDM for the... Oh, not good, but good-ish. O'Connell coming in from the side. Robin eliminated on ring 6. BRDM, well, might be good enough to get them some cover. Smedebarbe might have seen Novi there. No, he has not. Euro Enjoyer. Gets a Molotov. Cover flag coming in as well. Trying to run away. Spray coming in from Smedebarbe, and he gets a knock. What goes down on the blue? eBay. Trying to heal himself. Barbe eliminated by the blue. That's awful coming over. It's not there against eBay. Who only has 30 bullets left for reload. 33 to be precise, but if you reload 30. Wrestling Dragon, Kartoffel. Gat attack. Attacked. High deep. Still alive over there. Still being ignored by the teams. In his BRDM. Awful eliminating the second BRDM. Starting to retreat because Bade got knocked. Kova getting tagged, facing off against Berlini Monkey. Trying to get the off angle, is eliminated. Washed out on ring 5. Means we're down to 4 teams. 2 players left for Higos Amigos. Full team still left for Primal. And we have 1 player for Lysin Rentain and 3 for Vulcan. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 players for this. It's funny. For me it's funny that Sidip is just getting ignored down there. Nobody really cares about him. Kartoffel was willing to go for the kill or for the destruction of the second BRDM. But Vulcan does not really care about the second where Sidip is in. Brilliant! Successful knock by eBay against Vulcan. Kartoffel trying to get away. eBay not willing to waste his really favorite 7.62 ammo. O'Connell just in front of him. Almost down. 5 HP remain. Kraken is eliminated. Get heal now. Flash in again. He's eBay, and that should be it, and it is. 5 kills for O'Connell. While Sidip gets a knock-in against Yura Enjoyer. Is able to heal because he just switched back to his BRDM. And now, who will get that chicken dinner? The most interesting question. Ollie against the BRDM. Sidip says, alright, I'm going to move it a bit. Try your best to prevent me from running you over. That's another hit in against Novi. BRDM exploding. Sidip gets killed by Yura Enjoy, and now it's a 2 against 4. Or 2 against 3 if they are fast enough. But the Monkey, unfortunately, being able to fend his enemies off. Wow, that Molly, that hit quite well, but not good enough. So still 2 against 4. Monkey with the flash, not doing anything against O'Connell. Still alive as well. O'Connell might be going down in a few seconds. Nate coming in. And that one is not too bad. 45 HP damage. Second Nate. Another 30, and he almost gets knocked there. O'Connell trying to go for a run. Third Nate finds him as well. Jorgesi with the spray, and that's it for him. Barda, the last man standing, and he should think about either going down to the circle or if he wants to fight that. And that's it. GG, well played. Berlini Monkey with the last kill of the match. Primal with the winner chicken dinner. 8 kills, 2,069 damage, and 8 assists. We're gonna hop over for a quick break before we will return with match number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Not with the updated leaderboard. That will take a few seconds, but obviously with me and match number 2 of the day. Leaderboard has been updated as well, so we're gonna switch over to that. As you can see, we have that updated right now. There we go. Make that a bit bigger. So if it fits, we sits. There we go. First place for Primal with 18 points. Then we have 14 for Vulcan, 10 for Higos Amigos, 8 for Retired and Expired, as well as Gara Sommerland, 7 for Triema, 6 for Storanam, 5 for Leusin Rantain, 4 each for Washed and Unwanted, 3 for Kitchen, 2 for Tilt Factory, and 1 each for the Next Gen Boomers and Young Danes. Well, all against us and Perpetual Feya are eliminated without points. Very unfortunate for those two teams, but nonetheless, we still have 5 more matches to go. But before we do that, I have a little favor to ask of you guys, because we are taking part in the spooktacular streamathon of the... there we go. We are taking part in the spooktacular streamathon of Gamers Outreach. Gamers Outreach is a company developing the so-called go-karts, which are medicinal-grade plastic mobility units for gaming in hospitals. I'm going to show you a quick video about.
This is a Gamers Outreach cart, or go-kart for short. It's a portable video game kiosk built specifically for hospitals, created by Gamers Outreach. Each unit helps provide recreation to patients and their families inside hospital rooms. The go-karts can be disinfected easily and have 360 degrees of movement, making them ideal for transport in hospitals. Go-karts can accommodate a variety of gaming consoles. They also come with wired controllers, a gaming monitor, and an assortment of different games. They're equipped with a lift mechanism that allows the height to be adjusted. Go-karts provide a safe, flexible, and efficient way to ensure patients have access to entertainment during their long-term treatment. To learn more about Project Go-Kart, visit gamersoutreach.org.
Or just type !donation in chat to get more info. And obviously, if you are able to and willing to, obviously, drop a few euros if you have. Even €1 helps, so that would be my special ask for you. But yeah, that's about all. !donation in chat to get more infos about the go-karts and about Project SafePoint. And we're gonna head back to match number 2, because we are back and ready to attack on Miramar. And as you can see, we are going down. Our flight path started at Puerto Paraiso. We're going in the direction of Alcantara. First to drop out, our Tilt Factory, already shooting the Next Gen Pumas. Then we have Los Leones crawling again with Higos, Amigos, and Unwanted. Impala plate by Vulcan. What we can see, that Washed is quite close to them as well, but in Monkey already trying to run over a life full of sorrow. Besides against that, because Kova is coming in as well. Now there would be a 2-against-1 fight, if there would have been a fight. Then we obviously have retired and expired Primal, Perpetual Vega, Triema, and against all against us. The Young Danes, Kitchen, Gara Sommerland, Doranam, and last but not least, the team of Luisenrenten. Circle shifted to the southeastern part of the map, which is a good position for Tilt Factory as well as the next-gen boomers, and obviously Unwanted. Because currently Harry over here has a good position for our next few circles. Because most likely our end circle might be around here-ish. So this roughly might be where the action might happen. And with that position over here, Unwanted has a prime position for rotating outwards of the city. They either can stay in the city if the circle goes for a full Los Leones circle, which is kind of unlikely. Most likely we will rather have different maps. So different circle. So this could be one circle. We also might have a circle around here-ish. We could also have a circle around here-ish, which is the most likely circle. At least in my box. Or we could have one around here. So with that position by Hara, they have quite most of the possibilities to rotate. Same goes obviously for the next gen boomers, and they might get some unwanted friends in Tilt Factory because Valeos and Armas are already on their way. As we can see here, they're trying to secure a position. Maybe with the Italian over here, or they're just gonna stay here. Not quite sure. This position here, the two warehouses, might also be a good position for the teams of Cigar and the warehouse itself. But yeah, it looks like Tilt Factory is going either for the top hills or for the Italian over here. Shots coming out by Unwanted. Most likely Tilt Factory will just decide to stay right here in the Italian after those shots. So I'm not quite sure if this played out in favor of Unwanted. But Armas at least has to heal, so at least something in their favor. More rotations coming in. Oh, not Brain User was eliminated. Just eliminated Patrick over here, seems. Patrick decided to go for his compound, most likely. Therefore, is eliminated. Kitchen getting out there as well. That Sandstorm. Livio might get some new friends over there in form of Robin and his teammates from Retard and Expired. When push comes to shove and the ace or bell does not hit, that means that the lineup of Retard and Expired might be able to get away there. Though we can see some more shots. Retired and Expired still has some more options, even though Robin just hit one of those really, really small rocks. But Barbe also trying to get some shots in. Attack against Robin was secured, if I saw that correctly. Not a bad one. 42 HP left, though it should have been a 39er hit. Well done. They decided to go for the compound I thought they might go for. Even though, on the other side, in the Ents compound, we have Primal, which are going for a split. Just leaving Yura Enjoyer in the Ents compound, while Jokezi, Novi, and Bellini Monkey are going for the Italian on the other side. Not quite sure why they're going for that. Or, well, I know why they're going for their position over here. Open for his shift to the north again. Maybe to farm some kills against teams rotating. Like Perpetua Failure. Over here, we have an airdrop. P90. Most likely over here for the next gen boomers. If they're lucky enough to push forward. Because on the other side, we already could see Frosty with some shots in that direction. Saying, alright, if you want to move, guys, you might get knocked. But over here, shot by Jagazi and his fellow teammates from Primal in the direction of Perpetua Failure. But Perpetua Failure is able to advance, and they are also rewarded with one of the best compounds over here, at least if you're fighting against the low ground. Fluffy already going for their compound. Well, we can see Kartoffel. Not really sure if he should push forwards. But it looks like he might be able to get some hits in against Flying and Zako. He decides to move more up the hill. He's still contemplating about doing that. I've seen Flying there. I've seen Zako as well. Ray comes in. Not good. No tag. Oh, no tag isn't playing. Question is Fluffy trying to spot enemies? Just jumping up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, we can see that Jagazi's already made his way over here. Like we'll try to do something. See that Perpetua Failure is calling their forces together in this compound. Brain user now with a kill against Kova. Happens over here. Stratos given some air support. A life full of sorrow gets some good tax in against those guys. Still not life full of sorrow, deciding to go for the flush, or at least wants to go for the flush. The question is, will he find Nipa? Stratos is still flying around there, gets a headshot. Brain user with a nice tag. Life full of sorrow has to get back into. Oh, Stratos just shot out and just eliminated. Why not Brain user? Nice spray. Has to watch out for that BRDM though. Oh, and life full of sorrow. He just prone down in the nick of time. Still, Nipa will be eliminated. No chance to save him. One more kill for Kova. Easy going for the blue chip, it seems. Or not. I think Blast Squeaky might be able to do so. We can see circle shifts again. Good position for Vulcan, for Higos, Amigos, and for Retired and Expired. Same for Primal and a Perpetual Failure. As well as over here for Tools Factory. Arrow with some shots against Salmon. I'm not quite sure why he's not hitting. Look, that shot. Those shots look good. But I'm unsure. Over here we can see the young Danes arriving. And, I don't know, quite close here to all against us. Might have heard those shots. Broken Papagayo. And Brult on there in the building. Brult deciding to repark his car. direction of Mommy. Nice tag again. Headshot. Nice full of sorrow. Still fighting against a not brain user. Gets tagged there. BRDM is rolling down the hill. Brain user. Question is, what can Kitchen do? He has 3 kills already. All 3 kills of his team. Although this is getting tagged by Soranam. I think his front right tire. There are someone trying to regroup here. I was saying, alright, you have to pick me up, OG. Because I lost my tire and you have to drive. No, holy shit. They almost ran over Vidis there. Not quite sure what their plan was. I didn't know. Finally with some shots in direction of all against us. Well, we see that Broken and Papa Carl are moving up the hill. Still staying deaf though. They can do that. They are in the circle. Did not want to switch to Loth and Rentain. Arf eliminated by Tao Lao. Just waiting for them to move forwards. Finds Tommy Bob. Gets him knocked. But loses the fight against Harry. Ornate's coming out in the direction of I don't know in Salmon. You can see that Rema is in trouble. Circle catched up to them. It's only phase 2 though. They might be able to get Mommy back because Unwanted is retreating. Over here we still can see all against us. With some shots in the direction of 3EMA. The former enemies, or still enemies. Circle shifts again. This time going for Coast shift it seems. So still might get this silent ending over here. Which all the players love. Not. Rolled now with the kill against Mommy. Stealing that one from Unwanted. Can see Nipa coming back for Kitchen. Not quite sure where to go. I mean, his best bet would be to go for the island at the moment. Because he could be sure that there's no one there. Craig Cutie running over Robin. Can see there is no boat here. Vicky eliminated by Primal. Yeah, happened over here. The remaining players are not brain user and BZ. And they're not quite sure where to go. His Nipa is still not back. And he has no weapons if he comes back. And over here, Yellow gets knocked by Gregan. Nate in hand. Will most likely go for the flush. Friday, but Avio has to go for the flush. Gano knocked by O'Connell. That's a fight between Vulcan and Wash. See some more shots in the direction of Storenam. Let's see where they want to go. Let's follow them. Going for that dip here. Man, guys, I'm not quite sure, but that's not in the circle. Nipa still in the air. Alright, I'm gonna take my time to get down here. BRDM follows in the lane. Also can see Arska down here side heap. Driving forwards as well. Retired and expired over here. Very cute, Fico, Robin and Sarah Crooks. Go Casey! With the mortar. Trying to get that kill in against Soranam, but that was a bit too far. even though they are still eliminated. Soda knocked himself. While Mixon got the kill against Alexander. And now we're gonna follow the Young Danes in their fight for the circle. Mixon, unfortunately, is eliminated. While Euro Enjoyer is run over by Kato, who's going for the flush rather than for the survival kill. And that's it. Young Danes eliminated on rank 15 thanks to Primal. But Primal lost one player in the process. Now they might be in trouble when it comes to Perpetual Fear. Here we have Loisin Lentane with some shots in the direction of Vulcan, and Kartoffel is knocked. Well, we can also see that Bade is eliminated. Kill number 5 for Not Brain User. Then he is spotted as well. This is not looking good. O'Connell, the last man who could have gone for the rest on Kartoffel, is eliminated as well. And now it's just Yang He here. Most likely wants to play this little shack or not. Getting shot at by all sides, losing a tire. Twisting and turning, trying to get away there. Somewhere safe. But to be honest, no position over here is safe. Still have Life Full of Sorrow over here. You still have Perpetual Failure over there. Our Crooks with the knock against Side Deep. Not Brain User going for the kill though. Not able to go for the push because the shots from Retard and Expired are coming in. Life Full of Sorrow still trying his best. Might have seen Zyko there. Yeah, a bit too late. Gensol was quite close to him. He's the last man standing for Washed, and he has a BRDM, so staying hidden is good for him. While Psycho gets a kill against Yang He, that means Vulcan is eliminated as well. Let's check the map. Because Amigos might be in trouble because Unwanted is drawing close. The other side, Unwanted has to face off against Primal, and Berliner Monkey is quite close and in a good position against Avio. Good thing for them though, for Heroes Amigos, is that Retard and Expired is able to get some shots in from behind. Medenbeber. There's Medenbeber. Some knocks. Well, we can see Ray going down. I should stop with that. Medenbeber with the knock against Berliner Monkey. Goes for the flush. Does not see Novi there. And now it's just Avio who is able to get the flush against Novi. A bit too late there, unfortunately. Gazi tries with the nade and the blue zone. Bit too short though. Euro Joy coming back thanks to the recall station. That nade unfortunately does not hit. Second one doesn't hit as well. You can see Avio has smoke cover. And that's it. Yugezi with the kill against Avio. Higos Amigos eliminated on rank 13. While Unwanted is still pushing. Over here we can see Kitchen, Loisin Lentane, and Perpetual Fear. Zyko has a Panzer that cannot be destroyed with nade and blue zone nades. Primal eliminated. Fijo got the last kill against Euro Enjoyer. Trying to go for the rest. Question is, will he be successful? Not quite sure if Lose and Dana are not going for more nades. Fluffy has the off angle though. No nades left for Fluffy. Why is Fluffy sneaking the knock there? Attacks against BSI 4. He's eliminated by the PC and Not Brain User. Another kill for Kitchen, and now the push commences. Nice Panzer from Zako. It's at least a knock against Lothe. Loser nades coming in, nade coming out. That not good enough to get the kill against Lothe though. In the direction of Floppy. Eliminated. Fluffy knocked by Arska. Psycho though gets that knock in and steals the BRDM. And then they're just saying, alright, hey, though, well, hey, that's my BRDM. What you doing, man? Bet you failure eliminating Lena through stealing that BRDM. Craig Cutie now with some shots from behind. Has to watch out, though. Behind him, there's another team as well. Over there, we still have Perpetual Failure. Fluffy will be back. Most likely only through the blue chip recall. Life Full of Sorrow still alive. Did not take the BRDM. Oh, did take the BRDM, my fault. Not quite sure where it is though. Oh, there. All against all losses, facing against the next Jam Boomers. And Hoji dies to the blues. Got a Somalon eliminated on rank 10. Broken killed by Kitchen. Over here, Unwanted is facing off against Tilt Factory. Get the flush in against Valeos. Nasty's Francois. And another spray in the direction of Tao Lao, who's knocked as well. Majestic going for the rest on Valeos. Steve pushing forwards. Kitchen eliminates all against us. Means we are blinded by the light. Come on, Bob, going for the race on Tao Lao. And gets a knock against Adamas. Not be able to go for the race on Francois. Else with a knock against Harder. And that nade finishes them off, and that's it. Tommy Bob, the last man standing for Tilt Factory, for Unwanted, is eliminated. Over here, Retired and Expired, still quite close. To Perpetual Failure, and Craig Cutie get the knock against Zyko. Spectre says, alright, let's stay calm and safe. We're down to 6 teams. Life Full of Sorrow still alive, and over here our fight is still brewing on the edge of the circle. A brain user goes for the push, gets knocked. Knee pass, Nate might be perfect against Goodfella. But now the last man standing for the next Gem Boomers while we lose Pico against Retired and Expired. But we also lose the lineup for Perpetual Failure, and so far it's looking good for Tilt Factory. Pretty Boy Floyd only has bandages left, and that is not looking good for him. He has to run, and up there we still have the lineup from Tilt Factory. Spray coming out, and that's it for Pretty Boy Floyd. Down and out on rank number 5 for the next Gem Boomers. 1 player left for Washed, 3 for Retired and Expired, 3 as well for Kitchen, and a full team for Tilt Factory. 7 kills to their name. For Kitchen, it's 10. Then we have 2 so far for Wash in form of Life Full of Sorrow, and 3 for Retired and Expired, who are going for the BRDM and saying, alright, we're gonna destroy that thing. No use in letting it stay alive. Should be one more though. He did leave it down here, so not quite sure why Life Full of Sorrow did not move it forwards. But so far it's not looking like we have any fights in the near future. Kitchen might go against Life Full of Sorrow if they knew he was there. But so far they only have a chance to fight against Tilt Factory. Majestic spotted. Has no real clue where Kitchen are. But he has to move. Because the position of Valeos and Armas is in the circle. His position and the position of Porosity are not the circle. Trying to get an angle against Tilt Factory. Alright, guys. You got my back. I got yours. Just to go over there. Spots it. Spray coming out. And he gets a knock. Keeper successful. Another knock against Forsuki. And that means only Armas and Valeos are left. Nice shots again by Nipa. And suddenly, it's not looking too rosy for Tilt Factory. Kitchen left for 3. 1.5 left for Tilt Factory. Now it's back to 2. The card and extra left for 3 as well, and they found Life Full of Sorrow. The only man left standing were washed. Over here we have another airdrop. The links. Level 3 gear. Best possible outcome for Life Full of Sorrow would be a Kitchen and Tilt Factory are fighting now. So unfortunately for him, we can see the Terracrux and Craig Cutie are moving up in his direction. Moving in the other direction. Sees him. Life Full of Sorrow eliminated by Nipa. Another knock against Craig Cutie, and now they're pushing against Terracrux. Question is, how much can he handle without Robin? And suddenly, it might be the game again for Tilt Factory. His Kitchen decided to push against Retard and Expired. Like, alright, let's use the low ground. Terracrux just jumping on Craig Cutie. That was not looking too good for him. That was Nade in hand. That was a nice one. Need 50 damage against Terracrux and Craig Cutie. Another one. Just in front of them. User has to watch out because he's currently open for the lineup from Tilt Factory. Keep in a good position. They did not rest the PZ. Oh, they did rest the PZ. All the way over here. Moving forward, sees the PZ spray is not working, fails. Gets tagged. And almost goes down against the blue. Terracrux gets a knock against not brain user while Armas gets knocked by Robin. Terracrux gets some health in spots. Nipa gets tagged though. And now the PZ tries to avenge his fallen comrade. Not able to go. And that's it. Kitchen eliminated on ring 3. Because finally Craig Cutie shows up. Trying to go for the rest. And Terracrux. Robin's still alive as well. And now it's 2 against 3. Retard and Expired versus Tilt Factory. And now it's a 1 against 2. Robin, the last man standing for Retard and Expired. We check out the leaderboard. Not working because I did not embed it. My fault. I'm going to check out the leaderboard. We check out the leaderboard. We had Retired and Expired on rank 22 and Tilt Factory on rank 24. Tilt Factory with only 9 points after one game day. They almost, well, tripled their points. Almost, because they got 10 kills already. Plus 6 placement points for second. If they don't get the win. Need 16 points in total. And it's Robin with the winner chicken dinner for Retired and Expired. There, neither Retired nor Expired. They got the win. More kills though. By Kitchen was 12 and 1,999.88 damage. Just short of the 2k damage. Nonetheless, 8 assists for retired and expired, and we'll hop over for a quick break before we will return with match number 3. And with that, we have an updated leaderboard for you. As you can see, retired and expired on rank 1 with 26 points. Then we have 24 for Primal, 24 Kitchen, 18 for Tilt Factory, 15 for Vulcan, 13 for Higos Amigos, 10 each for Washed and Unwanted, 9 for Skara Sommerland, 8 each for Loisin Rentane, Next Gen Boomers and Triema, 7 for Perpetua Fea, 6 for Storanam, 3 for the Young Danes, and last but not least, 2 for Against All Us. Before we head into match number 3, our match on Tego. And as you can see, it's currently black, which means I have to click into the match so we can fully see the map as now possible and visible. We start at Army Base going in the direction of Hospital for this flight. And now let's follow the players. See where those 64 people decide to drop to before we finally find a home for them and find out who will get the winner chicken dinner. 3 teams dropping out. Retired and Expired, Tilt Factory, and Vulcan from the start. Then we have Washed, as well as Higos Amigos and Lois in Rentin. Kitchen, Priema, the Young Danes. Following them, we have Priema again, Gara Sommerland, Storanam, Primal, All Against Us, and Unwanted. And last but not least, a Perpetual Failure and the next Jan Boomer. So still not quite sure where to go now they're dropping out. So let's see if we have any close encounters. I don't know, might be close to Kitchen over here. Except for that, it might be a rather low circle. So that leaves me some time to, again, ask you for your support. If you still have 1 or 2 euros to spare, I know it's the end of the month, which is almost not a good thing, but still, if you have a few euros to spare, just do it like Onitech and give some for the kids in the hospitals. I'm taking part in this donation marathon or streamathon since 2023 should be it, and for me it's a matter of the heart, because I know how kids in hospitals feel. I've worked in a hospital myself, and how boring it can be in a hospital if you have to lay in the bed the whole time. You kids will hope for a chance to play, and if their families are not able to provide that, what better way to do this than with a community effort, just that we can get them one of those go-karts. So if you like what I do, I don't ask for money myself because I don't like that. If you like what I do and you still have your Prime sub, please subscribe to my channel. Every sub will be converted to euros and then added to the donation amount. As well as if you just have a few euros yourself and want to donate, please feel free to ~donation in the chat to get more info about this, or what was the other account? Where do we get? There we go. ~go info for more infos on Gamers Outreach and the go-karts. As you can see so far, our circle shifted to the southeastern part of the map, not complete fully south, but still a good position for Primal and All Against Us, as well as Kitchen over here. Fema will be able to hold the edge of the circle, but they will most likely move, as we see Simon moving already. Maybe trying to go for this little compound over here. Dara Summerland also with a good entry in the circle. They might be able to fend off some teams coming in through a north rotation, like Higos Amigos maybe, or Retired and Expired, because I don't think that Retired and Expired will take, well, a rather clean and straight approach. Most likely will try to go over the shipyard route and then coming in from the north. But that's just me rambling. What we can see, Novi already checking out ways where other teams could come from so he does not get knocked while missing. Completely being oblivious. Oh, now he saw the rotation of Kitchen. Against us, playing with BFI Full Brawl, Papacal, and Broken. Well, for Kitchen, we have Not Brain User, DePeasy, Squeaky, and Nipa. For Perpetual Failure, it's Zyko, Fluffy Bunny, Spectre, and Flying 1 FPS. Or head all against us. Primal with Jagazi, Novi, Yura Enjoyer, and Bellini Monkey. I want to show you all the teams though. Lois in Rentain with Puliarska, Dana, Lose, and Sideep. For Washed, we have Stratos, Kiarno, Kovalevi, and Life Full of Sorrow. For Vulcan, we have O'Connell, Kartoffel, Yang Hehe, and Bade. For Tills Factory, we have Pajastic, Armas, Baleos, and Furasutti. For Retired and Expired, Robin, Craig, UT, Fico, and Sarah Crooks are winners of match number 2. For Higos Amigos, we have Greg and eBay, Avio, and Smith and Barber. For Skada Sommerland, we have Patrick, Fodis, Vidis, and Hoji. For Triema, Mommy, I don't know, Marv, and Simon. For Storanam, we have Soda, Kjell, Vladin, and Alexander. For the Young Danes, a Yellow, Mixin, Kata, and VSS Enjoyer version 2. For Unwanted, Harry, Tao Lao, Francois, and Tommy Bob. For the next Gen Boomers, Strit, Forkman, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Goodfella. And that should be around all of them. Beautiful, Broad, Papacal, and Broken for all against us. Getting quite close here to Triema. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Kitchen. Squeaky, Not Brain User, the PZ, and Nipa. I'm not really sure if you should push over the street. Just waiting for the... I could go into the ground. Just waiting for the shot from the red zone. Hoping that none of those hits him. It is with the MV3 gets 1, gets 2. Together with Patrick. Robin and Zara Kirks unfortunately eliminated quite early. Means that Retired and Expired. These are 2 players. There are only 2 left. We're going for a little taxi ride. Let's go with the knock against Furasutti. Heidi with a tag there. Inside a mast. Can see Pajastic's rotation. Trying to get an off angle in. Maybe. Or trying to get to safety. I'm not quite sure. Lost his left front tire. Still able to drive quite great. That's rare. So if I would have been you, I would have gone for this compound over here. Losing his car in Lothian, yes, Z knocks through the car explosion. And now, the question is, where are your teammates at, bro? This might be the chance for Marv. He might have heard that car exploding. Might have seen that Pajastic is knocked and might be able to steal that kill from Lothian. Him there. And... no, Dana gets the kill against Pajastic. How unfortunate for Marv. Slide in with the knock against Mixon. That's the Young Danes against Doranam. Dana might get knocked. Killing Classic Soda. Not in a position where they can fight from. So that means Vladen most likely will be eliminated. By Yellow. That might be enough to kill Vladen. Split out already as well. Alexander now falling back. Means Suriname down to 3 players. So far that should be it. Let's see where the circle shifts. And it shifts hard to the southwestern side of the map. Foxen in the middle of the circle, so we might get an ending around this field here. So this might be a possibility. Unless we can see some rotations by unwanted. So I'm still fighting with the young Danes. Good position over here for all against us. They might get some new friends in form of Kitchen there. Broken, can't see the rotation by Squeaky. Shots coming out. First shot goes into the wall. Because why not? Stays too close to the wall, you will hit it. No questions asked. This over here might be interesting. See some more shots against Nipa. More rotations coming in by Washed. All the way up on the hill. We do have unwanted. Tommy Bob flying through the air. Gets his team some intel. Alright, Kitchen is just below us. We don't know which team, but one team is just below us in that little shack. Container. Patrick gets the kill against Craig QT, while Pico gets the kill against OG. Getting at least some revenge. Next one arriving from the side. That is Fodes, and Fodes just barely able to drive. Gets a tech there. It is trying his best. Fodes Nate might be too short again. Yeah, short. They're still trying to damp them out. That nade is perfect, and Patrick eliminates Fico. Therefore, retired and expired are out first on rank 16. Over here, the situation in Buxton Saw is drawn to more neighbor love because Triema and I wanted to say they want to play there. Well, as Kitchen down below. Center of the circle is getting stacked while we can see more shots. Barbalini, Monkey, and Primal in the direction of Tilt Factory. Oh, the Peasy with the double knock gets run over by the car though. And that's it. Tilt Factory eliminated. Nipa and the Peasy knocked as well though. Or with a knock against Nipa, gets a kill, and flush against the Peasy. Vicky says, alright, I'm gonna make a run for it. Let's try to save Frosty. Or Soupy. Nice shot there. Let's save Nipa. And that's it. Tommy Bob from the glider. With the spray from the Orc, and that's it for Squeaky. Kitchen losing another player, and now it's just not Brain User who says, alright, I'm just gonna stay here in my container. I'm not gonna move a single finger. Or even an inch. Even moving forwards, just 4 HP remaining for him. Most likely he has the same idea as not Brain User. Running down. Oh yeah, moving forwards. Soda has Panzer in hand. So hopping over here. Suriname versus Bayema and versus Luisenrentin. Kitchen eliminated. Avia found not Brain User. Could have stayed at that fight for a few more seconds, it seems. So that got killed back on his feet. Then they're pushing forwards. Molly. Oh, at least hit Arska. And Sideep as well. One of those two is going down though. They're already back on 75 HP. Still on the roof. Sideep almost knocked there. One gets two. There's one coming in from behind, and that's it. Lysin Rentaine eliminated on rank 13 by Stornam. Will we also lose? I don't know. Against Washed. Circle this time shifted to the north. Good position still for Higos Amigos, for Trema, Unwanted, and Washed. Perpetual Failure still has to move. Want to play in from the south of the circle. Or we hop over here to the fight between the Young Danes and the Next Gen Boomers. Open tires, because they don't want yellow to get away. Open tire is not enough, though. Attack against VSS Andrea. Circle shift again to the north this time. That's in the direction of Novi. And thank you for the 5 gift subs. Those will be converted to 15 euros and added to our donation goal. Are running over Talau. Not quite sure why that happened, but I want it. Conversion of Primal over there. Oh, we can see some mortar shots there. It is in the direction of Unwanted and Perpetual Failure. Quite sure by whom, because it looked like those were coming from out of the circle. But it might have been Perpetual Failure with the mortar. Echo pushing forwards. Attacked by Smade and Barber. Knock against Solo. Knock against VSS Enjoyer. eBay quite close over here. Well, that just leaves Marv. Last man standing for Emma. The Young Danes. Looking. Oh no, Simon's still alive as well. Carlano within knock against Zyko. Flying in his teammates still in the blue. They do have to move. Good thing that Higos Amigos is not focusing on them. Well, just right up a flying. We have to watch out though. Allow with the car baiting. At the high ground. Flying a Spectre, the only 2 man left alive. Spectre all the way over here. Just behind Simon, gets knocked by the blue. Unfortunate. And over here, there's a lot of things happening. Next Gen Boomers, the Young Danes, Trema, all of them over here, and Unwanted as well. That's coming in from behind by Unwanted against Marv. Paolo with a knock. Both with a knock against Yellow. Now, there are only 3 players left. Point knocked by VSS Enjoy version 2. Godfella. Last man standing for the next gen. Boomers has been spotted by Keter. I'll hop over here to flying. Trying to stay hidden. Oh, he got BRDM. Or he goes amigos. Over with the knock against Papa Kyle. Does Nate in hand in the direction of Brult. It's too short. Shot coming in. Nice one by Stratos against Broken. Thighful with the Panzer in hand shoots it and does not hit. Unfortunately for a Primal, they did not catch him arriving. How the heck did he do so little damage against your enjoyer? Nice mate coming in back hit for him. Gets knocked. Brult gets killed as well. And all against us eliminated on ring 9, barely in front of the placement point. Yano eliminated. I don't know, with a nade. Gets knocked some now, the last man standing for Triema. Because Amigos eliminated the last man of Perpetual Failure. Now with good position down here. I would stop for double them. Oh, they have both BRDMs. They have both of them. I just made Bob. I wouldn't do that if I was you. I would just stay in my damn BRDM and don't do shit. Nate in the wrong direction. Simon Noxharry is eliminated by Talau. Well, that Nate, he said, hey, there's someone here. Come catch me. 7 teams to remain. Over here, Unwanted. And the next gen Boomers Godfella. Last man standing. After straight that knocked. Now, nice packs against Arlau, and Francois comes in from this side. Godfella wasn't checking that angle. Therefore, Unwanted eliminates him. 6 teams left. Unwanted, Suriname, Gara Sommerland, making their way in the direction of Primal. And Primal just, well, eliminating them. Hoji might be able to go for the rest on Patrick if he's lucky. Yeah. Doesn't really have a weapon. That nade lands perfectly on him, and that's it. Fotis now. The last. Oh! Oscar and Sommerland is eliminated as well. 5 kills for Jogazi alone. Madden Barber pushing forwards. Wants to know where his enemies are. Tricky, just looting, saying, alright, I'm gonna ignore you. Dragging now with a knock against Novi. He says, alright, I'm gonna join in there. Made in hands, turns around, gets the knock against Maiden Barber. Gets a few attacks in against Ivio. Dragon with flash in hand. Nate goes out. And then too bad, but Jogazi still is eliminated. Top 4. Suriname with 1.5 players. Higos Amigos with 2.5 players. 3 players for Washed and 1. Last but not least, 4 players left for Unwanted. We'll also have a BRDM now. Because they stole that one from Higos Amigos. Avio pushing forward just runs into Harry. Therefore, is eliminated. Flash not good. Kill eliminated by La Full of Sorrow. Taken out Suriname. Smith and Barber goes down against Francois. Nate in the direction of Bombybot. Not too bad. And Francois takes down Greg, and that's it. Unwanted with 10 kills this round. 11 kills already. Facing off against Washed. Washed have a broader split over here. Oh, spotted and gets knocked. 3 against 3 now. Tommy Bob. Spotted, maybe. That's what says, alright. They killed one of us here. Maybe they won't think that one more would come. Follosaurus, Stratos. Kova. Ari spotted. Oh, some damage against Kova there. Wanted to go for the loot. Yes. One more package over here. Have a stock level 3 helmet. You should get that, guys. Oh, Stratos. Stratos, go for it. There's a level 3 helmet in there. Your level 2 helmet is damaged. Check it out. Check it out. Do yourself that favor. Kova has the Groza in hand, but only 35 bullet reload. That's not enough for that. Which from the MK on most likely had an orc or something. Follosaurus still waiting over here. 7 bullets reload for his orc and his MK. 170 bullets for Stratos, who's now able to spray against that BRDM. Tommy Bob has 194 bullets. Francois, 169. And Harry, well, can't see because now we can see 178. So all have more bullets in Life Full of Sorrow. His life might be full of sorrow with those 7 bullets reload. Ace in hand by Harry and Francois. And those are in the correct direction. And another one. Oh man. Those nades just landed perfectly. We're going for the kill. Running Life Full of Sorrow over. Over, not spotted. Stratos has been spotted though, gets knocked, and that means Kova is the last man standing. Tommy Bob and Francois will come from the other side, and that should be it. That should be the end of Kova, and it is. GG, well played. Winner chicken dinner for Unwanted with 14 kills, 1,942.54 damage, and 8 assists. We'll hop over for a quick break before we will return with match number 4. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. 34 points now for Unwanted, 1 point in front of Primal. Then we have 27 for Retired and Expired, 25 for Washed, 23 for Kitchen, 22 for Higos Amigos. Then we have 18 for Tilt Factory and 17 for Vulcan. In the second half of the leaderboard, we have Storenam and Skara Sommerland with 16 each. 11 points for the Next Gen Boomers, 10 for Triema and the Young Danes, 9 for Leusin Rentain, 7 for Perpetual Failure, and 3 for All Against Us. And with that, we'll hop into match number 4, because it's ready already. As you can see, our plane starts right now. We'll join the players in the air. Dropping out already are a few of them. First, Kitchen and the lineup from Wash decided to go out quite early in the direction of Nanchuan and Ryan. Then we have Vulcan going for Muho Pan, Unwanted in the direction of Stadium. Suriname will play somewhere around Bamboo-ish. Test track played by Triema. While the Next Gen Boomers decide to go for Lo Huashing and Maran. Most likely All Against Us and Primal following them, as well as the Young Danes and Skara Sommerland. Dropping out next are Tilt Factory, the Retired and Expired old guys. Same goes for Perpetual Failure, Higos Amigos, and last but not least, Leusin Rentain. Most valuable question is, will Leusin Rentain face off against the Higos Amigos in Rinjiang? Because it looks like it. Except for that, we don't really have a hot drop situation, except here between Tilt Factory and Retired and Expired. It looks like this will clear. Leusin Rentain going for the other side. Over here. Tilt Factory found the car. Same goes for Retired and Expired. They did get the bus. You're the only one arriving at the designated loot spot, it seems. We can see our circle shifted to the, well, quite central-ish. A bit to the north, I would like to say. A bit, though. While we see that Triema with Neox Factory and Test Track is in the center of the circle. Even more center-ish might be this compound over here. This one might be a good spot for at least some of the teams. They want to go for an early rotation. Might want to get this one in your plans. Can find quite a bit of loot, and it might be a good position for next few rotations. Nonetheless, as you can see, we have our first rotation already. I'm not quite sure what Tilt Factory did there. Why there's only 3 of them. There were 4 in the last match. Bro, who let Valeos drive? He's trying his best to make us feel like we're in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Looking around those corners. In the car. Frosty. Able to drive alone thing. Alright, unless you drive with him, I'm not willing to risk that. First rotation though. By those guys for Storenam. Simon, the only one risk worthy enough of Triema to go in the next compound. And like I said, that compound might be what Storenam is willing to play for. Simon has heard the brakes of Alexander. Waiting for him to arrive. For the moment, they are just looting. I'm waiting for the first move. And this might be our first fight, because we can see on the mini map, there's the other players of 3 coming in as well. So he decides to park his car. He uses the shield to protect it. Nice move. Someone can hear the steps of Alexander. Not willing to take a risk, not willing to make a move. At least for now. That's coming in from on, and that's it for Alex. At least for the moment. If his teammates are able to win this fight and go for the blue chip, that might change though. Vladen, the building below Simon. Blues and Nate's on the other roof. Simon with a knock against Soda. Pushing close. Vladen was shotty. Not quite sure what that was supposed to be. Too far. Nice try though. This is not looking good for Storanam. Kill gets knocked and now it's just Vladen. Shot in hand, so clutch or a kick. Those are your only two options. Simon dropping down. Want to push together. Mommy with the panther in hand is not able to use it. And he at least gets one. Suriname eliminated on rank 16. But unable to get the flush against Mommy. Well, Vulcan is fighting against one of the players from Next Gen Boomers. Spectre eliminated as well. Moving forwards. Not really willing to give up on Godfella. Happened over here somewhere. Ah, Spectre died over here. Rest in peace. Guess Amiga's making a move. But Bob the last man, he's not in the circle yet. Looks like they lost Avi as well. Likely against Young Danes, yes, yellow. The kill. And that's it for Smeden Barbie. Unfortunately, driving against the rocks sealed his fate. Gets eliminated by the Young Danes as well. Not quite sure why Mixon didn't kill him. Most likely he did talk to him. At least that's what I guess. Retired and expired, still in the blue. I think you're quite close to Valeos. We have seen him. Just waiting for him to make a move, or at least stand still for a moment. Fluffy in the air again. Oh, Valeos gets a knock against gets a knock against Ficho. That means one more player of retired and expired might be expired, but there are crooks coming in for the rescue. Trying his best there to rest Ficho before the blue zone takes its toll. Let's see if this works. 4 seconds remain. 9 HP. 10 HP now. First aid coming in full effect. Good thing he has a blue zone backpack. And therefore, all 4 players of retired and expired are still able to play. Over here, Unwanted is in trouble. There's only one left, which is Tao Lao. And he's all the way over here. We're both crawling back. Oh, there's no man. I'm not coming for you. Unwanted. They won the last match. Now they are getting hunted by Washed. Oh, that was a tough one. Up in the direction of Dragon. By all against us. Searching for a kill there. And that might be it for Dragon. SSC4 in hand. That's basically not really an angle he can play. That's going into his direction. Not looking too good for him. Alright, I'm gonna pro down. Oh, that's not by Scar of Sommerland. By the Young Danes. Like I wanted to go for the rest station over here. Let's go for it. They in trouble. By Hoji. Oh, and eBay just eliminated before he could use the gas can. Very unfortunate. Circle shifted again in favor of the central spot. Then there was some text again, yellow. Sorrow. The airdrop. Rosa for him. Again, still prone to over here. Doesn't really have an option. Depending on what Lothian Rentain does. Might be able. Survives it just barely. All right, what are we doing here? Staying calm. Not sure what Love's doing here. Might see Dragon from there. Of the players from the Young Danes. There. I'm not quite sure what's going through Dragon's mind right now. Sidey so close to him. Lose so close to him. Most likely he's just begging for mercy. Hoping that no one sees him. He can stay alive for a bit longer. Inside it moving. There's just one more behind him, and that's Arska. In the move now. And that's it. GG. Well played. Higos amigos. Unfortunately eliminated on rank 15. Arska with the last kill against them. Over here we have the fight between Retired and Expired and Vulcan. Nice nade against Robin. Kartoffel. Last man close. Zerkrux might be down and out now. Spray coming in. Zerkrux is aware of the car behind him and uses it to his advantage, but that nade just lands below him and that's it. No chance to get away from there. Picho. Dropping in from the other side. Lands on the wrong side, and that's it. Retired and Expired. They did expire for this match. Next gen boomers. There were some shots over here. A one-night fight between Tilt Factory and Unwanted. Hamas going around, gets a kill against Cao Lao, and therefore Unwanted eliminated on rank 13. Kitchen against Vulcan. Body. Trying to protect her from all. Gets hit from one side, then from the other. Kitchen able to eliminate Vulcan's second half. Could see Floyd over there. Shots coming in. It's alright, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna stay safe in this compound at least for a bit. PD with a knock against Strit. Nipa with a knock. No, Nipa with a knock against Strit. The PD with a knock against Fortman. That's it. Pretty Boy Floyd eliminated by Fluffy Bunny. Next gen boomers out on rank 12. All over here. The other half of Vulcan has arrived. Close to the circle, but not in the circle. Over here, same goes for Lace and Rentain. They have to move forwards in the direction of all against us. Shots in the direction of not brain user. Over here, we might see shots from the Young Danes in the direction of Skara Sommerland. Dying now, gets a kill against not brain user, while Kartoffel and Young Hehe are eliminated as well. Yellow just decides to take one shot against Skara Sommerland. Well, over here, that airdrop still has an AWM in it. Circle shifted in favor of Neox Factory, like I already guessed at the beginning. Nice spray by Simon against OG. Not able to go for the kill though. 513 damage to his name already. Does he have a blue zone, Nate? Nope. You can see. Ever see 4 for Mommy? 3 blue zone Nates, a 4 I don't know. And Danes moved forwards, are now in the circle. Shots in the direction. That will work. Of Lieutenant and Dane. Ray Vacchiano goes for the tires. Dennis car almost blown. Gets blown to bits and pieces. The PZ knock and squeaky while Nipa knocks. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I try to arrive there. Molly goes into the tree. On top of the building like he most likely hoped. Maskman standing there. I don't know. If he's smart, he would go on here, and then over here maybe. Would have a vantage point now. Lois and Rentain is able to advance further. Last 3 cars here already. I hope that the other teams did move forwards into the circle. Go. Eliminates Primal single-handedly. Unfortunately, we only saw half of that. Or not even half of that. Didn't see the kills. We'll switch into Zyko in the meantime. What that shows, the JS9 is a force to be reckoned with. All over here, the Young Danes are fighting all against us. And in this case, it's not all against them. Not all against us, it's all against the Young Danes. Catus Nate finds Broad, but that's all about it. Thiathal knocked as well. Papa Kyle and Broken are going for the rest. We're down to our last 8 teams for this match, which means we are in the placement points. Another AWM. Well, we can see Kova with a knock against Danner. Kill stolen by Anon though. Armas over here. So staying strong, staying hidden. Looking mean. Waiting for his chance to maybe get a kill against any of the teams close to him. And he might get that one against Arska. Question is his position good? I'm not quite sure. That door opens inwards. Guess it might not open. So stays there. They go with another knock against Brut. Gets knocked by Papakal though. He got 2 knocks in, it seems. Eliminated. Flying and Fluffy saying, alright, we don't need to go for that. They still have to watch out though. Mommy has a different idea. Circle shifts again for Neox Factory. All against us, moving forward. They can get into the circle quite easy. Same does not apply for Perpetual Gaia. That made just in front of Fluffy. Almost sealed their fate. Made in hand. Fluffy against all against us. 5 kills for Lois and Rentain. Lois and Rentain eliminated. 5 kills for the PZ. Well, Fluffy's idea wasn't bad. Fluffy unfortunately is eliminated by Papaka. Lois and Rentain tried to push against Kitchen. They get the kill against the PZ, who has still got his 5 kills. Armas still alive over here. And making some moves. Over here, we still have Washed. All 4 still alive. 3 players left for Skada Sommerland. Then we have 3 players left for Trema. 2 players left for Kitchen. And last but not least, 4 players as well for all against us. Against Squeaky. Mouth with shots in the direction of Tova. Broken with a knock against Simon. Way too high up on the roof. Suspect coming out. Thing for him is Boss and that little shack are prohibiting the mates from hitting him. That's trying to get the kill against Armas. Oh, from top of the roof, Broken has a good view in the direction of Skara Samalant. That nade wasn't particularly bad. It was too well cooked to make damage. Still over here. He has to move. He's not in the circle. Same applies for Washed, though. They are not in the circle as well. Have to push forwards. Over here, Triema is in the circle. Then all the way in the south. Still have all against us. Left of them have Skara Somala. 6 teams. All fighting for the winner chicken dinner. Best position so far. I would say for all against us. Or for Triema. Theoretically, though, all against us has more way to go than Triema. First who needs to move is Armas. Watching from cover to cover. Back from above. Kova. Nate coming in. Way too far. And he moves and gets flushed. Kova with a kill against Armas. That means Kill Factory eliminated on rank 6. Now Washed has to push against Kitchen if they want to get into the circle. And it looks like Broken got some new friends on top of the roof there. Quite close to him. Goes around. Broken again. And gets a spray and knock. Well played by Mommy. Garner with the knock against Nipa. Gets the flush as well. Wiki gets 2 knocks against Lifeful of Sorrow and Kiarno. Gets another one against Stratos and unfortunately is eliminated by Kova. Still well played by Kitchen. Kova got his 5th kill and has to rest 2 now. And now that might be the chance for Triema, which they have been waiting for. I don't know, pushing forwards. Did not see Washed yet. Ray coming in. Gets another knock against Kova. 8 in hand. Unfortunately, just lands as the boss. Below it. And that's it. GG, well played. Kiarno eliminated, but I don't know. That means we're down to 3 teams. 3 players left for Triema. Mommy on top of the roof. Gets a knock against Brolet. Goes for the flush instantly. Okay, close to him as well. Smokes. It was good. Flash. The flash. Pushing forwards, gets a knock, and that's it for him. Two to remain. Got Summerland coming close as well. Right on the roof. Hit anyone. Side 4. Oh, I don't know. The other side we can see there's someone in the building. Quite close to Marv. Just waiting there. First gets the first one. Get some text in against Vides, who's moving forward, and that will almost likely not be it, and gets the second one as well. Papa Carl steals the kill though. Marv going for the flush on the next man of Gareth-Summerland. And now it's a 2 against 2 against 1. Prema, 12 kills. I needed a good match. 9 kills for all against us. Last but not least, there's Gareth-Summerland. 1 kill only. OG, last man standing. Oh, gets the knock against, I don't know. That was a good one. I'd see 4 might be just the end for Marv. Nope. It did do some damage, but not enough to get the kill. Papa Carl and BS still on the roof. See Marv. And that's it. All against us. 10 kills. OG gets his kill against, I don't know. That is 2 against 1 now. OG has not seen Papa Carl, and that's it. GG, well played. Winner, chicken dinner. All against us. Victorious with 11 kills. Trema, though, had 1 kill more with 12 and 1,980 damage. Kitchen with 7 assists. Takes the assist crown before we will return with match number 5 on Erangel. All right, and we are back with the next updated leaderboard. 36 points each for Unwanted and Kitchen. I'm not quite sure if this is updated yet. Still the result after. Nope, it should be updated. Be after all 4 matches. So 36 each for Kitchen and Unwanted. Then we have 35 for Washed, 33 for Primal, 28 for Retired and Expired, 27 for Triema, 24 each for All Against Us and Skara Summerland. Then we have 22 points for Higos Amigos and Vulcan, as well as 21 points for Tilt Factory, 17 for Storanam, 14 for Perpetual Failure, 13 for the Young Danes, 12 for Lathan Rentane, and 11 for the next gen Boomers. And now let's hop into match number 5 of the day. And I will keep an eye on my microphone because I'm not quite sure why there was no sound in the last match. Might be that the in-game sound was a bit too silent. I'm going to up that a bit. As you can see, we are back on the wrangle. First to drop out are Tilt Factory, Loisin Rentane, and All Against Us. Following them, we have Skara Summerland as well as the Young Danes. Then we have Kitchen and Washed. Oops, what's supposed to happen? Triema, Next Gen Boomers, Vulcan, Higos Amigos, as well as Perpetual Failure. And last but not least, 3 teams going for Savoni drop-ish, or at least 2 teams. Primal going for Georgia Pole. It looks like Unwanted is going for those 2 compounds over here. And over here, we have Skara Summerland, Suriname, and Retired and Expired going for a little hot drop on Savoni. Robin, Pico, Serocrux, and Craig Cutie on one side. Well, that's quite close to them. Not quite sure if this works in his favor. Have a good vantage point from up there. Both shots in this direction. Not sure if you want to go for the micro Uzi if you have an AK over there. He says yes. Good thing he found scope. Shots by Alexander. Dodging back now and now. All in the hands of Vladen. He just bounces off the building. Just aiming for the top window. Nobody there though. Vladen. All the way here in the corner. Looking for his chance to get the knock against Robin maybe. Question is, will he be able to do so? So then Alexander moving forwards. Their biggest problem is they are not really able to go for the push because there's a bit of open field between those compounds. Pico now with a double barrel shotgun. Alexander gets a knock against Craig Cutie though. Working with the kill against Patrick. Quite sure where that happens. See, most likely here at the bridge. So they're trying to fall back, dancing out the bullets. Not healing. Did you get attacked quite well? So they're trying to get back to his teammates and is able to do so. Question is, will Suriname go for the exit? Will they try to get out of that fight? The Alex already going for the UAZ there, while Craig QT is going on the roof. Not seen Alex. Now he hears him. That should be the exit for Suriname. Saying alright, we don't want anything to do with you guys. The circle's not going there, but the circle is over here. Fortunately though, all against us. Well, that bridge camp this time failed. Stratos now getting the off angle in the gas station. Well, over there we have another loot drop down. I don't know, with the kill against Mixon, as it might have happened over here. Better for the young Danes. Or if knocked as well. Flying in here with the bike. Gets a knock against VSS Androya, who got the knock against Simon. A chance to take that one. From the other side. And, well, that was a rough one for Yellow. Now it's just Keta. From 16 in hand. Tag in. Normally he was trying to go for the rest and gets a headshot. Well done by Keta. 4-9 in hand. Question is now, what will the other two do? I was in his shoes. I most likely would go for the destruction on the Dacia. Simon with a nade from above. It hit. Didn't kill him though. You got some amigos coming over the bridge now. No, going for the run. That's coming in by Higos Amigos. Arf almost bleeding out there. Not looking like the Amigos decide to go for that. And that's it. Keter eliminated. Young Danes out on rank 16. And from that, let's check out where the teams are located. There's Summerland, Suriname still over here. Unwanted and Taolau already to this direction. We have 3 teams still over here with Leusen Rentain all against us, and Vulcan over here still primal. Circle shift most likely will be on Sosnovka Island. Don't take my word for granted though. Can still shift to the main island. Chances are slim though. Disabling tires on the next gen boomers. Here we can see retired and expired saying, alright, let's go for the move. Do have cars. Lutheran's catching up to us. But aside from that, this is an interesting situation. Down here, we have Skarre Sommerland. Can hear some mortar shots from Perpetuo Fea. The Top Hill radar station. So 2 teams there. Then over there we have Skarre Sommerland. On the bridge, we have Wash. On the other side of the bridge, we have our next team in form of all against us. So whoever wants to go over this bridge now, most likely will not make it over alive. Alina Mookie. It's all right, guys. I'm gonna fly, and I'm gonna tell you where you can go. We don't have a heli, but we don't have a glider. But I will be your glider. Shots over here, while the next gen boom is in the direction of Lieutenant Plane. Searching for a way to make it over to Sosnovka Island as well. Good thing for them, there's still one more boat over here. Ultrema fought against Primal and killed 2 of their players. Novi and Monkey still alive. Monkey still in the air. We're finally getting down there. And is able to spot that compound. But the circle shifted back to the main island, and now it's getting interesting. Because now the bridge over here will be one of the most important parts of the match. Because a lot of teams are still on Sosnovka Island. Most likely don't have an emergency pickup. Most likely only have cars if they are lucky. Don't have boats to get back to the main island. eBay, please, that airdrop. There's another one. All the way over here. Most likely no one will find an AWM in it. They have a boat over there. So, most likely, Higos Amigos might be lucky. Might get an MG3 for the rotation. Quite sure why the Bugatti is floating. They're not willing to go for it. Emergency pickup by Kitchen. They go with the kill against Valeos. As you can see, there's not a lot of space in the circle. Sosnovka Island. Nice text from Vulcan against Washed. A headshot. And over here, we have Tilt Factory facing off against Perpetuo Vega. He was the last man on top of the hill. Well, sure. The last man. Oh, Pajastic has a disconnect. Try to run down the hill. Then got disconnected. Oh, that's unfortunate. That means here and Almas are the last 2 men standing. The QT. And here in C, Triema advancing. Likely wants to go. Oh, there's his star. That's in the direction of Triema. Well, over here, the lineup from retired and expired is in the circle. We might have a farm ending around here-ish where Vulcan currently is located. Next circle shift coming in. Position for that. Well, Perpetuo Faya did recall Seiko. They have the BRDM. They are willing to use it. I think they didn't decide to just drop down there. That would have not been... yeah, in favor of the BRDM. It's not really the kind of vehicle you use drop down a hill. It's not really fond of that. Ramas, he's the BRDM. Question is he willing to shoot? Will he just not just let Perpetuo Faya drive over the bridge? Seems like the last happening. Bridge is free now though, as you can see. 4 teams submitted over. Well, over here we had some swimmers in form of Skara Sommerland. They also didn't take the airdrop. Not sure why no one's taken that airdrop. Dragon might have spotted them. Might have seen photos there. Yeah, with a knock against Tommy Bob. That's Lothan and Dane versus Unwanted. Happening over here, but on range. 5 will be this one. 8 against photos. Might be good. That's a bit far. Photos. Last man standing. For Skara Sommerland. And that's it. GG well played. Dragon with the kill. Skara Sommerland eliminated on rank 15. All over here. Close to our friends from Retired and Expired. We do have Vulcan with a nice nade in the direction of the Crooks. Now shooting in the direction of Storanam, saying, alright guys, we don't want you here. Turn around, go somewhere else. But they're just closing the door in O'Connell's face. Alright, bro, you don't need to be here. Knock inside it. Flush confirmed. Then it just says, alright, I'm coming back. That makes no sense, no whatsoever. Primal. Get him back 3 players. 2 players coming back for Tilt Factory. Below Hero Enjoyer, we have Kitchen. If Primal is lucky, they are able to land that compound, because Kitchen says, alright, let's push against Retired and Expired. That's coming in by eBay against Quakehead. He gets knocked and drops his Molotov. Unfortunate. Robin most likely will get that kill. Might get killed in the process, though. With a nade. Inside, though. That was far. First boxing. Brain user coming in from the side. Oh, did you not see him? Not brain user eliminating Robin, and that's it. eBay spotted as well. Nice tag by him. Knocked. Most likely he will not be able to get rest by his teammates. Even though they're trying with the smoke wall. Don't have cars. That's the biggest issue so far. They're enjoying with a knock against Nipa. Coming in from behind there. Already retreating though. Beezy has nothing to worry about. Over here, there's a fight coming in between Tilt Factory and Perpetual Faya, and that made by Frosty was gold. Back show gets tagged by Felicity as well. Gets a knock against Villaeus. Factor down. And that just means there's 1 man left for Perpetual Faya. That's Zako over here. Looting because he got rest as well. Blue zone backpack is empty. Us trying to get in the circle too. Over here. We have our next fight. All against us. Where's his next gen boomers? Was too early. And Barber down against the blue. Brain user with the kill against Greg, and he goes amigos eliminated. Lyco dies to the blue. Smoke against PSI full. Oh, that nade! That nade is perfect. Straight with the luckiest nade of them all. Just bouncing off that fence in the face of PSI full. Straight. You lucky man. Flush. Or not. Good fella. Flush the PSI full. The Papa Carl knocked him as well. There's just one man left, which is Bullet. Not really sure what to do, trying to dodge this. Well placed flash. Gets a kill, gets almost. Gets a second knock against Godfella. Over here. Arska has some trouble. Oh, not really trouble. Kitchen eliminated. By Primal, Vulcan, and Loisin Lente. Marv knocked by Palito. Oh no, got it correct. I said Mark knocked by Tommy Bob. Me trying to go for the rest. Nope. Go for a secure spot here. Let's go with Nate in hand. At least get. No, we're pushing forwards again. Not looking too good for him. Let's go with another nade. Bit too far. Can't go with mommy. The heal again. Ollie. Oh, nice idea. That's coming in from the side by Tommy Bob. Trouble. The smoke might be good. Wait. What? Oh no, it went through the window. Oh, how unfortunate for mommy. Oh, he saw him. Nice spray by mom, getting the knock and flush against Arska. By Denner. You heard that. Trying to push through and is able to get into the building. Position for him. And from that over here, still have unwanted. Mass over here. Facing off against Washed. Airdrop over here. Vulcan still has to move. Same goes for Storanam and as well for Euro Enjoyer. Last man standing for Primal, who was spotted by Danner. That most likely might be his end. Repairing his helmet. Oh, and it looks like Porosity did get our mass. So they can play together. Ranger eliminated by Dunner. With the position to stack. As well as Porosity over here. You can park there, mate. So they're getting the knocks in, and there's only one man left standing, which is O'Connell over here. for the flushes. At least he got 3 kills out of that. Oh no, he flushed kill. Ah. Not sure about that one. Nate. I can insert Nate. It's not looking good for O'Connell. Almost. Soda running. He might. Sneaky beaky like. O'Connell unfortunately sees him. Ring number 7 for Thorinam. Nipahari in the wrong direction. Full of Sora and Stratos over there. Over here we still have O'Connell. Last man standing. Still alive as well. All facing off against Washed. At least found a knock against Washed. For Sora moving forwards. And gets killed by Tao Lao. Still, kill for Stratos goes on the count for O'Connell. 3 for him. Although he lost his bike. This question for him is how to move. If he moves like this, he will be seen by Mom. If he moves like this, he will most likely be seen by Unwanted. Only full team left in this game. Build factory over here. 6 kills to their count. Lathan Rentain with 4. They finally get the kill against Mommy. 6 kills as well for Vulcan. And last but not least, 4 kills are for Unwanted. Bob just staying on the stairs. Yeah, right. I'll be to the toilet for a moment. I somehow know that O'Connell was there. Trying to heal against the circle. Moving forwards. Lito. Carrying his gear. And look, not seeing O'Connell advance. Now just in front of him drops down and that's it. Well done by Lito. Sees and gets the knock against Lao Tao. Well done. So we still have 3 players left for Unwanted. 3 players for Tilt Factory. And 2 players left for Loisin and Dane. Which means 8 in total. 27 minutes and 30 seconds played. The question is, which team will remain in the end? Circle will shift in 17 seconds. Everything led to this point. The circle most likely will be in favor of Leuthen and Dane. Might have an ending over here. The other teams will have to move. As you can see, middle of the circle will be around here, so we'll be on the field. Closest position, most likely over here. Loisin and Dane. Then I would get on this table. Might have enough vision on the outside. Question is, what do the other teams do? Looks like Tilt Factory is not really willing to make a move. Just waiting. Quite sure what it is. Here. Getting some utility, maybe. First team which has to move. Should be those guys here. Wanted. They still have 3 cars, though. They could go for a breach. Quarantine. Still have a buggy left, if I'm not mistaken. And a Dacia. But I don't need to move. And we got a game crash. Great. Just close to the end. Hopefully we'll be getting into it before the match is finished. But for now, you have to see my face. All right, let's hope we get into the match soon enough. Otherwise, it would be rather unfortunate. Right, let's hope this starts up fast enough for it. Fingers crossed. Let's hop into the match and hope we're in before everything happens. And I doubt it, though. Loading. It looks like we lost unwanted. Good position for Leighton Valentine. Molly against Armas. We get some more spray in the direction of first 50, and that's it. GG, well played. Winner, chicken dinner. Leighton Valentine. 9 kills for them, 2,191 damage by unwanted, and 6 assists by Triema. We'll hop over for a short break before we will return with match number 6. Alright, and we are back with match number 6. I'll show you the leaderboard once we have landed, and hopefully we don't have any hot drops. Otherwise I'll show it to you if we have a moment in between. First to drop out are Tilt Factory and Retired and Expired. Then we have Skara Sommerland, Dane, all against us, and the young Danes. Then we have Washed and Storanam, as well as Trema, Dios Amigos, Perpetual Fire, the lineup from Kitchen. Then we have the next gen Boomers, Vulcan, and Primal. And last but not least, Unwanted. Well, we do have a slight hot drop over here between Storanam and Wash. Button. Still staying safe. Oh, and he gets a knock. Double power shotty. Eliminates a life full of sorrow. Unfortunately, the first player of this match has been eliminated by Vladen. Stratos with micro easy in hand. To go for it. Question is, who will get the next elimination? The two teams. It looks like Washed is not really willing to commit for that fight at least yet. But with some shots, Stratos able to get away though. Over, all the way over here. Gotten an angle. For that, nothing really happening. Depending though on where Washed is going. Looks like they're going for the compound for Navi. Alright, that means we do have a bit of time, hopefully. I will have the map in my view before, and we'll hop over to the... Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna try something. Gonna add the leaderboard to the scene so we can see it. There we go. Unfortunately, we don't have a backdrop bot. We will add that as well. Not quite sure which that is. That should be it. That's the right one. Oh, there we go. LBPG. It. Go. And as you can see, Unwanted in the lead was 45 points. Then we have 44 for Kitchen, 39 for Trema, 37 for Washed, 36 for Tilt Factory, as well as Primal, 32 for Vulcan, 31 for Lois and Dane. And we lose Mom over here. The fight between Higos Amigos and Trema. I don't know, coming in from behind with the spray against Medenbaba. That's Medenbaba. Working himself now. Against Nate, didn't really hit him. Now we have Avio. Over here, Mom with the knock. Oh, gets the knock. Farmer with the spray in the direction of Avio. He's trying to drive away. Gets another attack for 25. Should be able to make it to the compound though. Get some health in. Mommy on the other side. Flashing. And Bob is spotted by Mommy. Marv over here. Nice headshot against Avia. So, and we did stop. Mercy time had expired and 30 points. 27 for all against us. The push commences. Damen, open the door. And around the full house. Flash. Good. That's it. That just leaves Avia Molly coming in, and that should be it. Amigos eliminated first this round on rank 16. Unfortunate for the Amigos. All the young Danes got the kill against Marv. Circle shifted in favor of school and departments. Here we have kitchen quite close to all around us. Some shots. Perpetual failure against the young Danes who pushed against Thema. Yellow knocked. PSS Enjoy 2 will go for the save, or at least try it. Oh, nice tag there. Not enough to get the knock in. Oh, for the rest though. Not much happening aside from that. He's spotted by Ketter. They're waiting for his chance. Couldn't go out there. Then are running over Forkman. But within Rentane and next gen Boomers. And here over here is waiting for unwanted. Against France. Gets a knock. Well done. Knocked. He gets them. Oh, unwanted eliminated on rank 15 by Vulcan. Young here able to go for the rest on Barley, which means that Vulcan is able to play with all 4 players. Over here it's looking complicated. That's success. Alright, this is our compound now. We stopped at Higos Amigos. They had 25 points prior. 24 for Skara Sommerland, 21 for Storanam, 16 for Perpetua Failure, 15 for the next Boomers, and last but not least 13 for the Young Dane. Goodness, that's alright. Let's get out there. Most likely trying to go for one of the recall stations. Most likely trying the Pochinki one, or even the yellow one over here. Considering that they're driving straight, most likely is their goal. Circle shifts in favor of Pochinki and the runes. Yeah, for that one. If they can drive straight, that is. Has heard rotation from Soranan. It is right in front of them. PZ with the knock against Stratos. Nam says, yeah, we want to get to a position we can play. Stratos most able might be able to get rest. He's just here open. He's knocked on the open fields, but Kitchen did not stop on top of the hill. He might go for a run here. Question is, will he be able to go for that position? I don't know, trying to get the angle in. Works deployed. Most likely is safe. But a PZ support. Gonna get stacked quickly with a nade. That should be enough to kill Stratos. Tronam eliminated. Vladen was found by Novi. Go here, thank you. We have Storanam facing off against Somalant. And for the rest, we'll be able to push through. So they will get Hoji back. Shots by the young Danes in the direction of retired and expired. Might die against Psycho, and he does. Vector in hand. One of the, in my eyes, strongest SMGs. One over here on top of the hill. Wrong side though. Would be on the other side. He might here against Zolos advancing. Now. And gets the knock against Broken barely. The Vulcan advancing as well. All against us says, all right, not with us. We'll try a different approach. Vulcan says, all right, you do that. They go now quite close to Belemulki. Circle shifted in favor of the runes and in favor of the yellows, and I see a BRDM over here for Primal. Good position as well. Emergency pickup means, I don't know, and Marv come back into the match, as well as Stratos. One player for washed, 2 players for 3Emma. Quite sure if that is a wise drop. Down here, Kartoffel still might be able to get a knock in if he's lucky. I'm looking knock against Lito. Was the car destroyed? I guess Tunnel did destroy the blue chip. Aside from that, no real clashes so far, but we still have Kiarno trying to get into the circle. Kitchen will try to breach the position of Vulcan. Spotted as well. Kartoffel with the knock against him. Yeah, and that didn't really work out in favor of Trema. Spot as well. He on top of the hill. He's Vulcan. That's by armor. fast in the direction of threat. Tags by Pretty Boy Floyd against Adamas. Monkey trying to go for the roof. Quite sure if that position will pay off. Get attack in against the crooks. As we can see, circle shifted again in favor of the yellows. And that compound played by Vulcan. Over here, the PC might be in trouble against, I don't know, holy shit. I don't know, just went flying after getting hit by the PC. Who pays for that with his life? Truffle though stealing that kill for, I don't know. And that means the PC not even getting anything for that. Even though that move wasn't too bad. Vicky not sure where to go, says alright, I'm gonna see what I can do. That's for a wrong rotation though. If I was him, I would go for the secret hide there. I guess that's what he's planning to do. Right. Did park quite well. Which are not against Valeos. That's off Tilt Factory below him though. And that's it. GG well played. Retard and Expired is eliminated by Tilt Factory. Possibly the last knock. Adamas knocked as well. Can see dinner over here. Well, thing. And all the way over here, we still have Sly Deep, who's going. He did go for the recall. Porrito. I will lose. Gara Sommerland. Up here, we might lose Tilt Factory. Facing off against Primal. Oh, Nate, though, by Balini Monkey. First back on speed, he knocked. And on the other side of the road, he's Valeos. Race. That's not getting knocked. Gets knocked. Valeos going for the flush. Buffy Bunny with a double knock against the Godfather and Forkman. And over there. Red dies to the circle. Next gem boom is eliminated. Frosty run over by Balloon Monkey. Die Deep finds Valeos and Tilt Factory is eliminated by Lysan Rentain. Quickie. Oh my god. He's in trouble. You can park there, mate. Holy shit, if he survived this. Oh my gosh, the nade just bounced off there. I'm not quite sure if he even can get... I guess he can get up. Oh no. Oh no. Almost killing himself there with his own nade. Quite sure this is why Squeaky. Over there. The Fluffy and Jogezi in the BRDMs. Fluffy, the last one alive for Perpetual Failure. Loses the BRDM. Are stolen. Oh, not getting that kill. And Fluffy just got killed by Kartoffel, not run over by Jagezi. Just barely in the last split second he hit that bolt headshot. Rosa, package, Marv eliminated as well. Speaky's still alive. Not quite sure if he's able to get out there. If not, that might be it for him. Kova and Stratos getting the kills against Papa Kyle. Real Fightful. Not quite sure if he's stuck there. Might be. I mean, it's good for him. The only team that knows that he's there is Lothan and Dane. I'm going for the push against them. And if the circle shifts to his position, he will be so secure. I'm losing one of their players. Might lose his second one. Sadi gets the kill against your Enjoyer. Whoa, Jokizi almost running over Sadi there. Over here, we lost Simon. Oh no! Simon won against Kartoffel and Ron knocked as well. Let's see, there's another thing. Oh, that might be a C4. Unfortunately, a bit too early. Got eliminated by Simon, who takes out the whole of Vulcan. Might be the last man standing for Triema. But he is a force to be reckoned with. Primal driving around the BRDM. And we're down to 5 teams. Circle unfortunately shifted away from Squeaky. But he might get an airdrop. At least if Leto and his teammates are not fast enough. Farmer's in there. In the hands of Leto and 2 mollies. Question is, do they want to waste that on Squeaky? Stratos with some hits. Level 3 gear for Leto. Alright, I'm gonna take that. Still unsure if Squeaky is able to get out there. Molly isn't good. Bad either. Oh, they found him. Leto with the kill against Squeaky. He at least got 5th place for them. That means Simon, the last man standing for Triema. Ragesi and Padina Monkey, the last 2 players for Primal. 3 men left for Washed with Kova, Stratos. And Kiana. And 3 players left as well. Follows in Rentain with Leto, Polyaska, and Sideep. Primal with P90 in hand. Gets taken by Sideep. Next against Simon. Who just gets run over by Jagezi. Well done with the BREM. Just when he was about to heal and had no chance to use the Panzer. 9 kills so far for Primal. With 4 for Lathan Rentain. Last but not least. 3 for Washed. question is, who will win this match? No one in this circle so far. Except for Primal's Berlin Monkey. Bellini Monkey. Not quite sure if I even pronounce his half correct. But I at least hope so. Don't want to butcher your names too much. So if you're not happy with the way I pronounce your name, please let me know. I'll try to change that. Kiarno with the knock against Arska. As well, Primal with 10 kills. Buddy facing off against Vatos. Almost getting that knock in. Vito pushing forwards. Finds another crate. Here they're driving around in the BRDM. No, gets knocked Ollie out. Who gets another knock in? Well done. And now it's just Kova. Kova against Saadi. Gets attacks in and that's it. And now it's a 1 against 2. Kova versus Primal. And that most likely will be, I'm not quite sure if this will be the race for elimination. Kova will die out in the blue. No! Balina Monkey with the kill. GG, well played. Would have won a chicken dinner. Primal gets another one. 12 kills for them. 1,660 damage. But Vulcan with 5 assists. So let's hop over and check out what the leaderboard has in store for us now. With those points at it. We had 44 points for Unwanted. They led the leaderboard so far. This time they got 0, so they're still at 45. Second place, 44 points for Kitchen. They get another point for placement and 3 points. 3 points for placement and another one for kills. That means 4 for them, so 48. They take over, ranked number 1 so far for the moment. But Triema was behind them with 39 points. They get another 4 for placement and 10 points for kills. Means 14 additionally. So 53 taken over the lead as well. Then we had Washed on 4th place. 2 points behind them with 37. Additionally, 5 points for kills and 6 points for placements means 11. So they get 48. Not able to catch up to Triema, but tying with Kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have Washed. Then we have Tilt Factory with 36, as well as Primal with 36. Washed might be in trouble, because Tilt Factory, 36, plus an additional 4. It's only to 40, but Primal with 36 plus 12 kills and 10 points for placement is 22. 58, they take over the lead and win today's games. Vulcan with 32 got an additional 8 for kills, plus 2 for placements. So that means 42 points for them, the answer to the lie of the universe and everything. Lace and Rentane on rank 8, they get 31 points, plus those 5 kills and 5 placement points means 10 additionally 41. 1 point behind Vulcan. Retirement expired, they had 30. They get an additional 1 point, means 31. 27 points for All Against Us, plus 1 placement point means 28. Higos Amigos had 25. They get another one for a kill, means 26. 24 points for Skara Sommerland, plus an additional 2 kill points, means 26. Then we're starting out with 21 points. They get another point for a kill, means 22 points for them. Perpetual Failure had 16, gets another 6 for a kills, means 22 plus 1 placement points, so 23 in total. Next Gen Boomers had 15. They get another 3-4 kills. That means 18 in total. And last but not least, we have the Young Danes. They had 13 points. Getting another 5 means also 18 points for them, if I'm not mistaken. Let's hop over to the leaderboard and check it out. As you can see, it has been updated. 58 points for Primal. Get them the winner of the day. 53 points for 3M on second. Third place goes to Wash with 48 and Kitchen with 48. Takes rank number 4. Unwanted drops down to rank number 5 with 45 points. Then we have Vulcan with 42 and Loisen Rantane with 41, as well as Tilt Factory with 40. So this is quite close between the teams on rank 3, or, well, all of them, the top half of the leaderboards. But I would say rank 3 to rank 8 is quite close in Group A and C. Then we have Retired and Expired with 31 points, 28 for All Against Us, 26 each for Higos Amigos and Skara Sommerland, 23 for Perpetual Failure, 22 for Thoranam, and last but not least, the Next Gen Boomers and Young Danes with 18 points each. But the Young Danes only had kills, and Next Gen Boomers at least got 4 placement points. So, and that's almost it for the day. I again would like to tell you about Gamers Outreach, and if you still have a few seconds, I would like to know more, or even have a few euros and would like to donate, please feel free to do so. I'm going to show you the video again, or at least try. That's not really working out here. Give me a second. Or just do it and type into the chat !donation. I'm not going to show you the video again. You can see that if you type in !go info in chat. And that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope I see you again next week on Sunday for day number 4 of the PUBG Nordic League Season 7. Thank you for staying with me. I'll rate you over to someone else after this and hope you have a nice remainder of your Sunday evening. Bye-bye.